Welcome into the Friday Night Locker Room Show, guys. We're going to do the quick hitters in the playoffs. The first game we have up is South Lake at Merritt Island. Start forward.
This is a Class 5A contest. We have two teams from Brevard County in Class 5A. South Lake, the runner-up in Class 5A District 13. The winner, district winner there was Bishop Moore. Merritt Island, the district winner in Brevard County. In District 14. The two districts meet. Merritt Island lost last Friday to Seminole 42-34 to end their regular season, but they play for district wins and playoff wins. So they lost the one that if they were going to lose one last week would have been it. But you know what? I like the Mustangs. I think they're going to send Lake Sumter back home with no more games to play on a Friday night.
He's got the home team. Steve, who do you got?
South Lake coming in with a record of 3-6. Oftentimes you say throw records out the window, they can be deceiving. I don't know that that's the case this time. The Mustangs are loaded. Jimmy Batch, one of the top quarterbacks in Brevard County, without question. I would have loved to see Batch under center of the year to see what kind of numbers he could put up. Not to say he's a better quarterback than Kingston, but Batch is quality. He's big time. Taquan Pratt at the running back position. They can run, they can throw. If they need to kick a field goal, Denenberg can do it from, it reminds me of Giles Malone when he plays soccer, the way Denenberg kicks the ball, it just goes out of sight. But I don't think they're going to need Denenberg in the first round. They may later, but I like the Mustangs big Friday night.
Next game up, we have Astronaut at Avon Park.
Astronaut will go on the road, travels over Avon Park. Astronaut, the runner-up in their district, to the Cocoa Tigers. They closed out the regular season with a win over Space Coast 27-14. Avon Park is the champion, Class 4A District 6, ending their big regular season with a loss to Sebring 31-15. Will that hamper them next week? I don't think so. I think Avon Park will send Astronaut back to Brevard County. That will be one of the teams that lose from Brevard County.
Steve?
Should be a quick game because both teams like to run. Avon Park is going to run the football. Hawkins for Astronaut, they're going to run the football. I'd love to disagree with my partner here saying the War Eagles are going to hit the road and come back with a win, but I just don't know that they can do it. They can compete with them. It'll be a close football game. Astronaut has a good kicker, but I'm going to have to say Avon Park's won 9 games for a reason. I mean, they're a good football team. They may not be Cocoa good, but they're a good team. I think Avon Park is going to win at home.
Bishop Monroe takes on the best team in the county in Cocoa.
Cocoa Tigers have been Steve and I's #1 out of the top 5 all year long, just like they were all year long last year. And for a reason, the quality of football that they play and the quality of athletes that the Cocoa Tigers have. The Vikings from Fort Myers come into Cocoa, the district winner of Class runner-up, in 4A District 5, to take on the Tigers. Unfortunately for them, it's at home. They're traveling into Cocoa High School territory, and that's not a good thing to do if you're a football team. But Bishop Monroe only giving up 17.5 points per game while putting up big offensive numbers, but I don't think they'll be able to stop Cocoa. If they have to run, they'll run it. If they have to throw, they'll throw it. I like the Cocoa Tigers.
Steve, what you got?
Yeah, Bishop Monroe, they're going to run the football. They've run for over 2,700 yards this year as a team. William Scott averaging almost 10 yards a carry, 1,400 yards by himself. But that's what they do. They don't pass, they run. You tell the Cocoa Tigers what you're going to do, they're going to kill you defensively. Cocoa's good to keep them off balance, but we know Bishop Monroe's going to come in here and run or try to run. Tigers' defense is too strong. They're going to be all over the backfield of Bishop Monroe. I love for Bruce Judson to have a big night. I think he'll run and throw for as many yards as he wants. Let's just list them all. All the Cocoa Tigers, we know them all. Cocoa, it's a first-round matchup. Coach Wilkinson is going to have the kids primed. I don't care who the opponent is. They have one goal in mind, and that's get to Orlando. This is step 1 for the Tigers, and I think they'll be successful Friday night.
Palm Bay had a great game last week. They defeated Heritage. They head to Bishop Moore in their playoff game.
Well, you know, a lot of people consider that an upset. Palm Bay beating Heritage, I being one of them. I picked the Heritage Panthers to beat Palm Bay. I thought it would be a very good game, very physical game, and it was. But I expected Heritage to win. So Dan Burke and the Pirates are going to come into this game ready to go, thinking, well, we're on our game, all cylinders are going, and that will be a great thing for Palm Bay. Bishop Moore has really stepped their game this year. Last couple of years, they haven't been as good as they are this year. And they come in with a record of 9-1, 4-0 in their district. Big bus ride over to Bishop Moore. It's going to be a longer ride back. I'm going to take Bishop Moore.
Oh, he's got Bishop Moore. Steve, who do you got?
Yeah, it should be a great high school football game. If you'd asked me a week ago, I'd have said Bishop Moore big, but I'm not so sure now. Bishop Moore was clobbered last week by Lake Brantley. Now Lake Brantley's undefeated, one of the best teams in the state of Florida, but it was like 42-6 or something like. It wasn't even close. So you wondered, did Bishop Moore rest a few people? I don't know, but. Bishop Moore, they're good. They're solid. A lot of D1 players on the team. When Lake Mary folded last year, a lot of students transferred to Bishop Moore. Ray Lewis's son plays for the Hornets. They're loaded. They're very tough. But Palm Bay surprises you. When you think that they're not going to win, they win. So, do I have to pick a team?
Yes, you do.
I do. I'm going to pick an upset. I'm going to go with the Pirates.
Oh, wow.
Based primarily on what they did last week against Heritage, they seem to have hit their stride at the right time. I don't know what happened to Bishop Moore last week. You can almost throw that out the window, but if Brian Langford Johnson is healthy, and I think he is, Palm Bay's going to win the football game. So I'm going to go with the Pirates in an upset.
Wow. Steve, I hope you're right.
Yeah, I do too. And it would be an upset because Bishop Moore's tough.
The last game up, guys, we have Holy Trinity heads on the road to probably one of the best teams in Florida, Clearwater.
Holy Trinity heads, like you said, to Clearwater Central. The Holy Trinity, the district runner-up to John Carroll. Nate Hooks and Holy Trinity have had a Cinderella year this year. You know, only 3 teams in the district, but everybody picked them at the beginning of the year to be team number 3. They beat MCC to knock them out of the playoffs early, and they played a very good game against John Carroll. Nate Hooks has got some good athletes, some guys that can throw and run and catch. It's a very good football team, but I think the key here is the numbers. They're going to get into the 3rd and 4th quarter and not have the numbers or the stamina to hang with Clearwater. I just think too many bodies, for Holy Trinity to handle. I'm going to take Clearwater.
Steve, who do you got?
Yeah, Clearwater Central Catholic, they're loaded and they're so well balanced on offense. Over 1,600 yards rushing this year, over 2,100 yards passing. They have 3 running backs that have rushed for over 500 yards, so you don't know who to key on. And it's going to be a real challenge for the Tigers. I'd love to say they're going to go across the state and win the football game, but I just don't see how they can do it. They've had a terrific season, and I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they come home with a win. Tigers are going to run the football. That's what they've done after week 2. Once they decided that they had them a running back, that's what they've ridden all year long. But I think they're playing a team that's just a little bit better than they are this year. Next year, you never know, but I think the Tigers it's going to be a tough fight.
It should be very exciting Friday night. We'll be here with a recap of next week. This was the Friday Night Locker Room.